find aging to be kind of a weird phenomenon the older that I get, because generally my mind doesn't feel very different, but my body does. So that's the only weird thing. It is usually a surprise to see what I look like in the mirror. It is weird sometimes to think like stuff in the past is so much further in the past than I think that it is. It is different generally just how many years have gone by and how many things I'm not going to do. You always think that there's so many things that maybe you're going to do. There's things I don't want to do, but there's things that I thought maybe I would do that now I'm not going to do, just physically can't do. But generally, I think I've had a good life, so I'm not regretting things. But it's just the juxtaposition. I thought as you aged, I thought your mind and your body went in the same pace, and they don't. I think generally your body just ages. I don't think your mind does as much.
I think aging is a process that slowly speeds up as you get older. When you're 6 years old, every summer feels like a decade, but then you're 25 and you're wondering where all the time went, and then you're 60 and you're wondering where all the time went. But I think the beautiful part about it is as you get older, you start to realize that the time speeding up is just another reason life is beautiful, because you only have so much time here and you only have so many loved ones to spend that time with. So you make a lot more space and time for those people. And as you get older, you get to experience so much more, get more independence, you get more freedom. And I think one of the most important things to remember about aging is that you never stop learning. You can be 75 years old and learn a new skill, or you can be 50 years old and go back to college, right? So I think that we are kind of conditioned to believe that the older you get, the less you can contribute or the less you can understand about our world, but I just don't think that's true. But I think my plan is to just kind of keep an open mind and an open heart to a lot of the changes that inevitably come with getting older, because I think some people kind of shelter themselves to change, but I for one am ready for it.
Aging today is a lot easier than it used to be. Medicine is better. Healthcare in general is better. Life is a little easier. Food's easier to get. And there's a lot of support systems. And that being said, aging itself is no fun. Experience is lovely. It helps with life, but the advance of years comes quicker and quicker all the time. You see things change. It's a little startling at some points. I have two sons now, both in their 20s. They're both men. And every once in a while it just hits me, they're men. And I have to realize I'm not in control of their lives at all. They are in control of their own destinies. And I've done my job. And they are here to basically replace me. And that's what aging also gives you a realization of your place in the world. Where do I belong? What have I accomplished? What have I done? And what have I left? As you get older, that becomes a little more important. I want to at least leave a positive echo. And as you get older, you also realize the chance of that happening are slim to none, but you got to try anyway. There's all the usual tropes about aging. Your friends getting older and dying around you, your relatives getting older and dying around you. Rather depressing, the fact that for some reason people of a certain age really like to talk about medical issues. It's horrifying. Don't understand it. That to me is being old. Aging does not require you becoming old. That's a mental state. If you can keep a good attitude and learn all the time and not be afraid of the future, you can keep a young mind even though the body is not going to agree with that. Yeah, aging is like everything else. It's okay. It's got its pluses and minuses. I'd rather not do it, but I learned a lot, and I'm better for it.
Okay, Jack is asking me what I think about aging. I never realized it was so difficult. If you're thinking, oh, you're retired, you have all this time on your hands, you can do anything you want. Yeah, if you have money and good health, you can do everything you want, but if you don't have any money and you're sick, it's the pits. I'm retired and I had such plans of doing things because I worked all my life. And now I don't do anything. I sit in here, the apartment all day long, staring out the window. People don't realize that when you get older, your focus changes on life and everything. I mean, you don't think about vacations anymore because literally you're on vacation. You don't have to go to work. You don't have to get up. It sounds good, but it's really not as much fun as people think it might be. The hardest thing about getting older is doing things. You don't have anything to do. Time is slow. You don't see all the people that you used to see, or your friends, because everybody's doing different things now. It's rather boring. Maybe for people who are very active and they could get out and get to social clubs and things like that, it might be fun. Bingo. I used to laugh when people said bingo, but I understand now bingo would be nice. And then health-wise, you don't think you're ever going to get sick. You think you're going to live forever. But that's not true either, because you're going to get something, and it's going to affect you somehow. And being old doesn't help. What else is there about aging? It's very lonely. I mean, and then, I used to, when a birthday would come by, I'd go, oh, I'm 60. I said, I have at least 10 more years, to do things. Now I'm 76. I don't think I have any time. I don't put any years on it. So that's depressing, too, I guess I should talk about the good parts, but I haven't found any yet. That's about it.